Seneca once said, "Begin at once to live and count each separate day as a separate life." This profound statement reminds us that every day is a life in itself. As one day ends, we have the opportunity to close its chapter with introspection and grace. In this article, we will explore 7 Stoic routine lessons that help us end our day with mindfulness, grounding ourselves in preparation for the gift of a new day ahead. Remember, while each lesson has its value, it's about finding those that resonate with you. Incorporate them into your nightly routine as you see fit, molding them to suit your journey. Lesson 1. Reflecting on the day's actions. This is not merely a mental exercise, but a transformative ritual. It's an age-old Stoic practice that merges introspection with intention, acting as a bridge between who we were today and who we aspire to be tomorrow. Every day, we're presented with a myriad of choices, each one painting a stroke on the canvas of our life. When we reflect, we're not just revisiting these choices, we're stepping into the shoes of an observer, understanding the motives behind our actions and their subsequent ripple effects. Reflecting on our actions allows us to discern whether our responses were rooted in ego, emotion, or equanimity. Were we swayed by the desire for validation or driven by genuine concern for the greater good? By understanding our actions, we unravel the layers of our psyche, uncovering fears, desires, biases, and beliefs that influence our choices. Lesson 2. Prepare for tomorrow's challenges. This isn't about forecasting every potential hurdle or filling your mind with dread for the unknown. Instead, it's about mentally equipping yourself to face whatever may come your way, anchoring yourself in Stoic resilience. The Stoics taught us about the concept of premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. It's a technique where you visualize potential challenges, not to foster anxiety, but to diminish the shock of adversity and to build a mental framework for handling difficulties. As Seneca once said, "What is quite unlooked for is more crushing in its effect, and unexpectedness adds to the weight of a disaster." By mentally preparing for challenges, we can face them with greater resilience and adaptability. Lesson 3. Express gratitude. As the curtain of night draws near and the world begins its descent into quietude, our Stoic journey nudges us towards one of the most profound human experiences, gratitude. It's a practice that transcends mere thankfulness. It's a philosophical stance, a way of looking at the world and our place within it. Gratitude is akin to a lighthouse in the vast ocean of existence, where storms of discontent and waves of desire constantly threaten to throw us off course. This beacon of thankfulness helps us navigate. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, often started his day with a simple question: "What am I thankful for today?" For a man of power and prestige, this humble ritual was a grounding force. By evening, as he reflected upon his day, the tapestry of his gratitude grew richer, filled with both grand gestures and quiet moments. Every evening, as you sit in quiet reflection, challenge yourself to go beyond the obvious. Dive deeper into the reservoirs of your experiences. Did you notice the patterns of shadows and light playing on the walls during sunset, or the rhythm of your heart, a tireless symphony of life? Perhaps there was an unexpected message from an old friend, or the discovery of a song that resonated with your soul. Incorporating this expansive view of gratitude into your nightly ritual changes not just your perspective, but the very fabric of your existence. No longer are you a passive player in the theater of life, but an active seeker, hunting for moments of wonder, joy, and thankfulness. Lesson 4. Read from Stoic texts. With the moon casting its silvery glow, there exists a ritual that has fortified seekers of wisdom for centuries: the act of reading Stoic texts. This is not just a habit, but an immersion, a communion with some of the keenest minds that have ever graced our world. Stoic literature isn't just words on paper, it's a treasure trove of life's profoundest secrets. Reading these texts nightly is akin to engaging in a philosophical dialogue where timeless wisdom is shared one passage at a time. Imagine sitting across a warm fireplace, and across from you is Seneca, speaking about the nature of life and time. He might remind you, life, if you know how to use it, is long. How often do we bemoan the lack of time, when in fact it's our mismanagement or lack of mindfulness that eludes us? Or perhaps you'd stumble upon Marcus Aurelius's intimate musings in his Meditations. It's as if you're peeking into the personal journal of a Roman emperor who, despite his immense power, grappled with the same human concerns we all do. One evening, you might read, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." Lesson 5. Disconnect to reconnect. In the age of ceaseless notifications, endless streams of content, and the digital hum that underpins modern life, there emerges a Stoic call to action that's both profound and pertinent. The act of purposeful disconnection to truly reconnect. It's a curious paradox of our times. We're more connected than ever before with the world at our fingertips. Yet for many, a genuine sense of connection seems ever elusive. Amid the barrage of emails, messages and news, we often lose touch with the very core of our being, the silent, reflective center that defines who we are. The Stoics, though they lived in a time devoid of smartphones and social media, deeply understood the value of solitude and introspection. They recognized that true clarity doesn't emerge from constant engagement, but from deliberate withdrawal. It's in the quiet spaces between our actions that we often find the most profound insights. This isn't an advocacy for complete detachment or shunning technology. Instead, it's about intentional disengagement. Perhaps it's turning off your phone an hour before bed, allowing the digital noise to fade and making space for quiet reflection. Maybe it's a few moments spent looking out of the window, observing the world without the lens of filters and pixels. As you immerse in this active disconnection, you begin a deeper, more profound journey of reconnection. Reconnecting with your innermost thoughts and emotions, with the rhythm of your breath, with the simplicity of existence. Every evening, as you consciously choose to disconnect, you're not just taking a break from the digital, you're embarking on a sacred journey back to yourself. Lesson 6. Release what's beyond your control. As night envelops the world, casting shadows and ushering in a realm of stars and dreams, there's a subtle invitation for us all, one that the Stoics fervently endorsed: the releasing of things, events, and outcomes beyond our grasp. The core of Stoic philosophy is a deep understanding of control, discerning what's within our purview and what isn't. Life, with all its unpredictability, throws a myriad of scenarios our way. Some we influence, many we don't. Clinging on to things beyond our control is like trying to catch the wind in a net, futile and frustrating. Consider the might of the universe, its vastness and grandeur, stars being born and dying, galaxies spinning in their cosmic direction. And here we are on our tiny blue dot, often overwhelmed by circumstances, both significant and trivial. Lesson 7. Set intentions for the next day. As the velvety curtain of night descends, a realm of possibility emerges, paving the way for a fresh dawn. But to truly harness the power of a new day, the Stoics believed in the art of setting intentions, not just plans. Intentions are more than mere tasks. They are the compass by which our inner spirit navigates the North Star of our innermost aspirations. Each night, as you pause to contemplate the morrow, it's an opportunity to ask, What virtues do I wish to embody? What values do I want to manifest through my actions? Maybe it's the Stoic ideal of courage, facing a challenging situation head-on. Perhaps it's wisdom, choosing to listen more and speak less in a heated debate. Or it could be justice, ensuring fairness in a critical decision you need to make. By setting intentions grounded in Stoic principles, we infuse our actions with purpose and meaning. Each task becomes more than a mere activity. It becomes a reflection of our inner ideals. As Seneca once remarked, if one does not know to which port one is sailing, no wind is favorable. By setting intentions, you're defining your port, making every breeze, every challenge, every joy a favorable wind propelling you forward. Over time, this practice transforms not just our nights and days, but our very lives. No longer do we find ourselves adrift in the vast ocean of existence. We become master navigators, steering our ship with unwavering determination, even amidst life's most tempestuous storms. As the whispers of ancient Stoic wisdom echo through the corridors of time, we find that their teachings are not just philosophies to ponder, but actionable steps to embrace. Each night, as the world around us quiets and we stand on the threshold of rest and renewal, we hold in our hands the keys to a life of deeper meaning, intention, and inner peace. Which of these nightly Stoic practices resonated with you the most? Which do you see yourself weaving into the tapestry of your evening routine? Share your thoughts, your aspirations, and your Stoic journey in the comments below. Let's inspire and learn from one another.